Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show, and I'm very happy to have Sam Rubin here. He's with Four Seasons Concierge.
Good morning.
Welcome. It's great to have you here
Thank
on the
you.
program. Hey, I found out just with talking with you a little bit, you guys provide some services I wouldn't have guessed, and I'm pretty excited about it. There's some great stuff. So first and foremost, the big part of it, transportation.
Correct. Yes.
That's the big business for you guys.
Correct.
So talk to me about the kind of transportation services you offer, because they're a little varied, a little different than in a lot of places.
Correct. Yeah. So what we try to do is we're trying to be the transportation concierge. So we try to elevate your transportation experience, whether you need to go to dinner at River Horse this evening, if you have a child that needs to get back from football practice or ski practice.
See, I love that one. Wow.
You know, basically anything from errands to shopping to just tours around town. We can do everything for you.
So I had a friend the other day looking for someone to grab her kid from school and bring him home, and there's some things we hadn't even thought of on how that how that would work. And you brought up an interesting point. If we were to call some other service, they may show up and then not be able to take her.
That's correct. There's other on-demand services that use apps that are popular in town.
Sure.
And with those, you have to be 18 years or older. So a lot of the time is when they'll request a ride and the driver will show up, only to realize that it's a child under the age of 18. They're not going to be covered for insurance, and then they end up canceling the ride.
Ooh, that puts the parent in a lurch.
Definitely. Yeah, with us, since we are commercially insured, we actually have twice the limit that's required by the city of Park City. We have $1.5 million. We're properly insured to handle that.
That is cool. Now you guys have all the licensure to go to and from the airport.
Correct.
To all the locations here in Park City. And the surrounding area. That's by itself an important part of what you guys do.
Definitely, yeah. A lot of people like the fact that they can pre-arrange a ride with us, whether through our website or by calling us or through our app that they can download, and that way they know that the car will be there and that they won't miss their flight or have to pay a much higher price because of a surge fare with another company.
Yeah, surge fares. I'd heard about this, but yeah, the price changing all the time. We see it at Sundance especially, or 4th of July. Christmas, all of a sudden the price is going up and down just by how many people are calling.
Correct, yeah.
Right, you guys don't do that.
We do not do that. We only charge based on the distance. We even don't even charge for the time. So all of our drivers are very knowledgeable about the area. They know how to get around some of the back roads if there's traffic or if there's an accident. They're knowledgeable on a lot of the restaurants that are in town and activities. So we really try to be that concierge and really to guide them to the best local business or the activity that they may not have thought about.
So in theory, if I were to give you guys a call up and say, look, I need a guy for the day, take me around, I got a lot of errands to run. I got a guy who shows up, a girl that shows up to my place. I get in the vehicle and taking me to get my hair cut. They even know a place to do it, right?
Right.
Take me to get, maybe pick me up from getting the car, dropped off to get work on. Any of these kinds of things, all kinds of scenarios. Run me around to get a new sweater.
Yeah, we've done that. We've had people where we've taken them at the beginning of the winter where they're getting their snow tires on.
Yeah.
They don't want to necessarily wait for an hour or 2 hours. So we'll drop off the car, we'll take them back home. Once their car is ready, we'll take them back.
Wow.
We even have some people that will take their car for them and help them out with stuff like that. So we try to become that extension of you to kind of help you out with different things that you need that for us are important, but for you may not be as important.
But some other services too. I mean, if it really gets down to it, I need you to get me some groceries.
We can do groceries. We can do errands. We've delivered stuff. We have cars going back and forth between the airport 24 hours a day. So whether
shipments, paperwork.
Shipments. We've got a family here in town that's going to have some items that need to be coming up from the airport in a week. We've already arranged that. We work with local businesses that might have to fly in products to the airport through air cargo.
So I need a drill bit. For an oil refinery. You guys will do it?
As long as we can get it in our SUVs, it's not a problem.
That's awesome. I like it. You guys are taking care of business with just about everybody.
Yeah, we're locally owned and operated. We're the highest rated and most reviewed on Yelp. And so we take great pride in the service that we provide for our clients. That
is impressive, because that one right there by itself is difficult to get.
Correct.
People only write things on Yelp when they're unhappy.
Correct.
But to get you the highest rating, that's neat. What do you suppose separates you? What makes that possible?
I think it's the fact that we kind of go above and beyond. We're not just necessarily looking for the airport ride that a lot of other companies in town are. While those obviously are important to our overall business, we like to, take care of the locals and give them the rides in town and, get them either to the bar or to the restaurant, especially now, with the new DUI laws and the alcohol coming into effect. I think that's going to become even more and more important.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 0.05. That's a couple of drinks, and people do that.
I don't even think it's a couple drinks.
Yeah, I know, and it's enough that I wouldn't want to take the risk.
Exactly.
So having Four Seasons available to me, a great resource. What is when you look back at some of the services you've offered, some of the things, maybe even the craziest ones? What sticks out to you? What makes you feel good at night when you're done? With a hard day at Four Seasons, what are you thinking about?
I think some of the most important is a lot of times when people will call us when maybe they had another ride that fell through or they weren't able to use a specific app to try to get a ride, and they need a ride in the last second. A lot of other companies would require a 24, 48-hour notice. While we ask for an hour notice, a lot of the times we have a vehicle available. So in 10 minutes to 15 minutes, we can get anywhere in town to help you out. And so we really like when we can kind of save the day.
Yeah, that sounds like a great part of it. Nicely appointed vehicles. What are you guys driving typically?
Yeah, we're all driving full-size luxury SUVs, so black exterior, black interior. You'll probably see our logos around town. It's a red circle logo on the back windows.
Keep it basic, don't you?
Yeah.
You guys really do.
Yeah, and they're all full-size. They have plenty of room for your skis or bikes. During the summer months, we'll have bike racks on them. And then we recently got a Ford Transit van, so if you have a larger party, we can also help with that.
Awesome. Oh, providing all the services. I guess that's why you call it Concierge.
Correct.
Well, it's really cool to meet you. I'm excited that you came in to tell us a little bit about what you guys are up to. Where do people find out more?
So the easiest way to book us is off of our website. It's www.fsparkcity.com.
Okay.
They can call us at 435-215-7200.
Okay.
Or they can download our app, which is accessible off of our website, or the Google or Apple store.
All right, so you got an app out there as well.
We do.
Makes things very easy. And of course, it seems like you're making our day a lot easier
Thank you very
as
much.
well. Four Seasons Concierge, and thanks Sam for introducing us to what they offer. And clearly, if you need a ride, and especially if you're out for the night on the town, and you definitely then need a ride, make sure you give them a call. They'll take care of you. We got a lot more coming up here on the Mountain Morning Show. We will take a message break and be right back.